All right, hey everyone, quick video as possible on some really important information. One of the best value for money scan tools I've come across. I've had this one for a while. I may have mentioned it in some posts here and there, but I might not have done a video on this one. I think this is like the best value for money. I haven't checked the price lately. It was under $100. I'll tell you what it does and what it doesn't do, but first I'll show you how it works. It's just this little unit here. You get on the App Store and you download the app Top Guru, whatever, if you've got an Apple device. And you find your plug down under the dash just there. You plug that in just there like that, and it'll go bip, bip. And every time you start the car, it might go bip, bip, or it might not. And if it doesn't, you just go to your, settings on your phone and see if it connects. Open up this app, Top Guru. Here it is here, right? Bip, bip, bip. So that means it might be connecting, okay? Then you go, well, what we'll do, we'll turn the power on so that so that it knows what's going on here. We'll turn the radio off. We'll turn the climate control off. You hit diagnostic, I think. Hit Toyota. If it's the first time you won't have to download things, you hit automatic. You hit read. So I'll show you how to use it as well. We've got a whole playlist there on all the scan tools. I'm not saying they're good or bad. You got to listen to the video. They've all got their pros and cons. LC120. This thing will work on lots of vehicles as far as I know. Bloody everything, whatever. Confirm. See how quick and easy it is to fire up. Auto scan, engine ECT. I'm just flying through it here just to make it a quick video for you. And I'm going to show you all the data output, right? So this is not a scan gauge, but it's a lot cheaper than a scan gauge. And it's a next. It's a diagnostic scan tool. Like you can read DTCs, clear DTCs. You can do other stuff. Active test, special function. Not everything works. Depends what level scan tool, what you've paid for, blah, blah, blah. But for under $100, as far as I know, I owe this, I don't know, a year or longer. Data stream is what I wanted to show you though. Even if it only did this, it's worth $100, right? And you can get other versions of things like this, but that's probably what it looks like when it's working. I've got the key turned on. If you leave it plugged in time, you never, all the time, it might flatten your battery, I don't know, but it hasn't flattened my battery. I've just got a really old, I reckon it must be a 10-year-old Optima or older, I don't know, in this V6. Right, so here we go. Here's all the data. I'll just quickly go through. So it's the top scan. I'm not trying to sell you one. I'm just trying to tell you there's nothing in it for me. I'm just here to tell you the truth about products, what I know. I don't know everything about it. I don't know exactly what it can and can't do, but I know it's cheap. It looks like a quality little unit. It plugs straight in and it gives you all this data, right? So this is on the V6, so it's a bit different to the diesel. So on the diesel, it'll give you all your injector feedback readings, all that sort of thing. And you can get it on your phone screen and set up the screen. It'll look like this. I'll show you in a moment. Let's just quickly zip through to show you how much data. I'm going to have to go a bit quick because coolant temp, right? I just drove the car. So coolant temp's there. There's heaps of things. Engine speed, the actual real engine speed, not because, the speedo's out. If you want to see the real engine speed, there's someone texting me again. Wrong day to be texting me, but anyway. It's got temperatures, catalyst temp, BS, B1S1, B2S2, B blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to, whatever, right? So all the temperature, there's so many sensors on this thing, right? Sensors, more percentages, not this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. So much stuff, right? Model codes, whatever. Let me just keep going. It's got everything, right? But BM voltage, right? Body module voltage, whatever. Look, we could spend hours going through what all these things are as well. That's another video. Subscribe, turn the bell on. I'm just here to show you stuff. Haven't you noticed in a lot of my videos, a lot of them, they're just going to save you money. And there's really nothing in it for me. Like, what am I going to get from teaching you everything about your vehicle, how to maintain it, where to get a cheap steering wheel cover, how to do it yourself, how to do everything? There's nothing in it for me. Anyway, the only things that I do is the things that you kind of can't get elsewhere without risk, okay? All right, transmission temperature, of course they're there, right? Temp 1, temp 2, one's the pan, the pan, this is the torque converter, no doubt. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm just going to really flick through to give you an idea. On and on and on and on and on. But look, so let's say you want to use it like a scan gauge. In the other car, we've got the scan gauge sitting up there. I don't worry about it on this car because I've got to know how it works. I know what the trans is going to do. I know what the coolant's going to do. I know my system's in mint condition and I've got a new radiator there. Right now, I'm pricing up water pumps, idler tensioners, belts, and all the stuff, a bit like the BFE kit on the diesel. For the V6, and I'm going to try and see if I can work out a kit, but don't hold your breath, right? Anyway, point is it goes on. But what you can do here, look, edit, and then you select the ones you want, right? So say I want Vehicle speed. That one sounds interesting, doesn't it? We'll keep going because I know the sort of things that you want. Let's go battery voltage, and so you can select, let's say about 5 and fit it on the screen. So I'm just going to show you the few that I would select and just show you what it looks like. Confirm 4, right? So you can fit, I think 5. I reckon I've done it before where, well, once you've got more, you just slide up and down and there's less. So there's only 4 there now to see. Keys on, man, it's sucking on the battery, right? That's why it's 12.1. Transmission's that. So let's just see live data. Let's just start it up. Vehicle speed's not going to change. Battery voltage straight up there. Transmission temp, nothing's going to change because we're just sitting here idling, right? So you can be driving along and do that. Yep, you can minimize it and do whatever else you're going to do with your phone. And then you can go back to, everyone's having a look, see what my apps are now. I'm losing my privacy now, mate. You ever know what, 12:30, I'm hungry. Haven't eaten yet, mate. It's called intermittent fasting. Happens most days. But anyway, right. What I'm saying is you can do that. You can have that. So that does do what a scan gauge does, but each time you use it, you're going to have to go through and do that. Maybe it's giving you something else to do at the traffic lights instead of text your friends. But I'm not telling you what to do or not or when to do it. Drive safe. I think this is awesome value for money. Google it, everybody. Where do you buy it? How much is it? Let me know how much it is. AUD. Let me know if you've got one. Do you like it? So it's a scan tool, right? So, you know, you can go out of all this business, of course, as well. You can go read DTCs. Here we go. No trouble codes. Well, funny that, right? Confirm. Clear DTCs. Active test. Here you go. So there's all these, control the injection, control this and that. Now, some of these are going to work, some of them aren't. Control the lockup, so you can be driving. So if you want to diagnose stuff, I've done a bit of mucking around with this. Some work, some don't. It's all I can tell you. It's going to be a long video with lots of detail if I was going to do that. Look at this, 7 minutes already, and all I've done, literally all I've done, is give you the basics on this. So check out the playlist with the scan tools. I do like having the Scan Gauge 3 sitting up on the dash, but that's $400 and it doesn't give you the readings, all the data that you get from here. It gives you a lot. It's really good. Each to their own on all the different scan tools, right? AutoFix, they've got their scan tools. As far as I know, all the ones I use didn't do the Pilot Learn and the injector compensation codes. This won't do that. I don't know if you can pay and get an upgrade so that it will, but this is what I'm talking about. The topped on stuff tends to do, you know, let's say all vehicles or most vehicles, whether it's that wireless scan tool we used that was about $400 worth from memory, or this one. I think this is better because it's a quarter of the price and you don't need to have this thing, you know, a whole big screen like that. It's on your phone. I reckon this is I really like it. You know, can you tell? Anyway, bada bing, bada boom, people. Catch you on the next video. If you subscribe with the bell on, you'll learn, you'll save some money. Talking Pradas, we're talking Toyotas, and we're talking Patrols and Commodores sometimes as well. Even a Corolla hybrid and whatever other vehicles that someone puts in front of me. Here you go, here's the deal. If I see your vehicle and I make a video on it and it goes viral and I make stupid amounts of money, which is highly unlikely, I'm going to give you a cutback. So there you go. So what's your cut? Say you bring your vehicle in for a vehicle inspection, your annual vehicle inspection. You service it, you watch the videos, you check it, but you bring it in once a year for an inspection, right? If I do a video on that vehicle, doesn't have to be to do with inspection, anything, and it goes viral and I make a heap of money from it, I'm going to refund you your inspection and you get a free inspection every year. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. How good's that? All right. I just thought of that. But you got to remember this video when you say, hey, you said this, and you got to show me the video because I don't remember what I say, but it's all true, so I don't need to remember. Thanks for listening. See ya.